Donald Trump is now bowing down to President-elect Elon Musk, and MAGA is more furious and more humiliated every single day. Donald Trump, looking as orange as we have ever seen him, ever, at Mar-a-Lago on New Year's Eve, was asked, why'd you change your mind on H-1B visas? And of course, Trump did change his mind. 4 years ago, Trump was waxing poetic about how we are going to change the rules on H-1B and never allow an immigrant to take an American job again. And now all of a sudden, with President-elect Musk calling the shots, with Vivek Ramaswamy empowered with this Department of Grifting Edgelords, DOGE, they say, no, we love H-1B. Of course they do. They are tech guys who realize because of Republicans' own doing, education kind of sucks in the United States. Let's bring people in from countries where education is still functional so that they can help us grow our net worths. And so now Trump is fully on board. He denies that he has ever changed his view. Listen to this.
Why'd you change your mind on H-1B visas, sir?
I didn't change my mind. I've always felt we have to have the most competent people in our country. We need competent people. We need smart people coming into our country. And we need a lot of people coming in. We're going to have jobs like we've never had before.
But sir.
There you go. No, we need to bring people in. We're going to have people in. We're going to have jobs for the people. Except that Donald Trump did change his mind. Donald Trump did his classic, let me tell you a story about one individual who lost a job. Let me tell you a story about a guy who had to train his foreign replacements. And this is Trump as president a few years ago saying, we are going to limit H-1B. We're going to cut this whole thing down. This is the opposite position that he now has. This is the opposite position of what Elon Musk has espoused. And this is the opposite position of what Vivek Ramaswamy has espoused. This is like a different Trump.
Recently, the CEO of the Tennessee Valley Authority, Jeffrey Lyash, made a disastrous and heartless decision. The TVA announced that it would lay off over 200 American workers and replace them with cheaper foreign workers brought in from overseas.
Cheaper.
The Tennessee Valley Authority leadership then ordered the American workers to train their foreign replacements, rubbing salt in their very open wounds. So we're going to bring in workers. They're going to be foreign workers, and people from Tennessee and some other states right around it are going to train them what to do and how to do it. It doesn't work that way. As we speak, we're finalizing H-1B regulations so that no American worker is replaced ever again. H-1Bs should be used for top, highly paid talent to create American jobs, not as inexpensive labor program to destroy American jobs.
Wow, that's very different than what he says now.
Sitting at the table are 6 of the TVA workers who were ordered to train the foreign labor flown in to replace them. I want you and your colleagues to know that my administration will not be putting up with. I happen to know a young woman who's been very active over the last couple of years because we were together on Disney and a couple of other things.
Yes, sir.
All right, so you get it. He does the thing where he says, oh, tell us how they told you you were going to be training your foreign replacement, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It also bears some mentioning that Elon Musk at Tesla has faced significant backlash because of his habit of replacing American workers with foreign workers here on H-1B visas. You don't have to be a genius to figure out what's going on. Trump is against H-1B previously because he perceives it as being a threat to American workers. Elon Musk loves H-1B because it's how he has filled a lot of positions at Tesla and at his other companies. Vivek Ramaswamy loves H-1B. He's talked about how he has used H-1B to his benefit at his companies. All of a sudden, Musk and Ramaswamy have the ear of Trump, and next thing you know, even though MAGA is pissed, Laura Loomer is pissed, they're all furious about this pro-H-1B thing, because remember, they are xenophobic, anti-immigration, whatever. But Musk likes it, and Vivek likes it, And now Trump says, I'm very much for it. Let's do more H-1B. It's going to be great. We're going to bring the best people. And it just so happens that it coincides with the people that have Trump's ear. And Elon Musk, by some reports, has moved into Mar-a-Lago with one of his kids. He's with Trump everywhere. He was with Trump in Paris. He was at Trump's table on New Year's Eve, dancing kind of awkwardly to YMCA. And now all of a sudden, Trump's views align perfectly with Musk. So what are the themes here? The important themes are the principles Trump claims to espouse are principles only as far as they are convenient to Trump. And as soon as they're not, or someone gets his ear with a different view, he changes his mind. It doesn't matter. Yes, we should punish the women who get abortions. Sir, you don't want to say that. We should not punish the women who get abortions. And on and on and on. Number two, there is very clearly a sort of awakening happening among some MAGAs that the stuff Trump said he would do that would be good for the American worker, it doesn't really seem like he's super committed to that. And of course, that's an important takeaway as well. And then number three is just this runaway train that seems to be Trump wanting to please people richer than him, and how that train is going head on towards sort of against his campaign promises and where it all lands. Listen, honestly, it probably lands at most MAGA voters just blaming Democrats somehow. But on Trump's inauguration day, we are going to sort of draw a line in the sand, and we're going to follow this really objectively and clearly. On Trump's inauguration day, I will come to you with tears in my eyes, and I will say, here's the unemployment rate as of today. Here's the stock market level as of today. Here's the wage level, the consumer price index and inflation numbers. We will say this is where Biden left off and Trump started. And then quarter over quarter, we will be able to evaluate how the numbers change under Trump. And we'll see whether he's able to deliver on the economic promises that he has made. I hope he does. I am not one of these people who's hoping for Trump's failure. I hope that he does. But if he doesn't, we're going to track those numbers very closely. Let's take a quick break. A couple of horrible incidents in the early hours of 2025 that we will discuss in just a moment. So many different VPNs reach out to me wanting to advertise on the show, and I always turn them down because most of them do not pass the sniff test. Most VPNs are all owned by the same big mysterious company. They log your internet activity so they can sell it or give it to law enforcement. And these VPNs are just out to make a buck without really protecting your privacy. The only VPN I trust enough to have as a sponsor is Private Internet Access. Our sponsor, Private Internet Access, is the only VPN who has proven multiple times in legal proceedings they don't keep logs of your activity. The judge ordered that PIA show user activity history. Each time they demonstrated they don't have the records. That no log policy is also independently audited by Deloitte. And PIA is also open source. So you can also see in the code that none of your activity is being logged. And you can protect unlimited devices with just a single account. Private Internet Access is giving my audience 83% off, which is just $203 a month, plus 4 extra months for free. Go to piavpn.com/Pacman. The link is down below.